Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. We got Roku on the run. Come on, man. Here it comes. So it's back in the box. This is one of the most bullish signs in the money flow, where a box is broke and then price comes right back into it at the same time. It's breaking the 20 again. Super bullish. This is often when you get really big moves. Now, we don't, this game is fractal. It's a game of chances. It's a game of, we don't know that for a fact, right? My man Bryce just said Roku pulling back into the box. Exactly. So, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man. This looks good for the market. What you really want to see after a stage 4 decline in the stock market, you want to see the market open down. You want to see the market go green. You don't want to see the market opening up. I hate up opens. I hate when I wake up and it's up 300 points. Fuck that. I'd rather it open down and then go green. You get better deals. It's better momentum. I like it to move into there, not open up, because then it often sells off. Okay? So we need to see. So whenever in the future, if you're ever looking at, corrections and sell-offs, you need those washouts, and then you need like over here, like you need the market to open down, and then it takes it a minute. You want to see the turnaround. Opens down and then turns around. That's what you're looking for. And that's what we're seeing in here. So I'm gonna turn comments off so I don't call people names today. I gotta be nice today. So we're breaking out. Now remember, this game's fractal. If you were trading, I don't know, M1 Finance, shit, even Cash App. Cash App, you can buy partial shares. You can just be like, let me get $30. Give me $30 of Roku, man. You say, well, it's expensive. Well, you can get platforms that allow you to do partial purchases. M1 Finance is one. I've been doing some in Cash App. It's so simple. It's bizarre too. Like I'll do it on E-Trade and Cash App same time just to see if the fills sometimes are similar. Bam, bam. It don't cost anything. Fuck with it. Just bam, bam, hit it. And they're the same. It's crazy. I don't know how they do it. Roku. Target 470. Now, let's see. Oh, yeah, we'll come back to this. I'll do that after Roku. Some of you guys aren't listening. So, let's see. Let's close my Discord group. Why aren't all you guys in Discord with me? Why are you guys so cheap, man? A lot of greedy people in the world. Let's see. Roku. Why are you so cheap? Like, this one trade will pay for it, man. Why aren't you trading with us? Like, one trade. Like, come on. It's like baby stuff, man. Look at Roku. Breaking out. Now, they say fundamentally it's worth 475. My target's 460. We're not greedy. We'll take 460, please. Right around in there. A little bit under. So we're going to stay with this stock until then. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to go up. It's going to go down. Yeah, I got a guy. I'm talking to a guy yesterday. He's a pharmacist. He's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, dude, are we having this conversation? You're insulting me. It's $30, man. Stop being stupid. You're a pharmacist. Ibuprofen costs more than that. Are we having this conversation? Are you devaluing me to this fucking level? I'm not worth a bottle of ibuprofen? Fuck out of here. He never looked at it that way. Fuck out of here. Don't ask me stock shit if it ain't worth that to you. I mean, God, come on, man. I got to explain that to adults. So, you expect to explain that to a 19-year-old. Their brains aren't fully formed. Go watch the video I'm going to put on YouTube today. I think I just put it on there. It's my real estate series number 4. It's number 4 in a series on buying real estate. And we're just talking philosophy right now, not getting down in the weeds. And I was talking to a 19-year-old last night on how to do it. Same way we're doing here. It's a little bit every day, right? You got to come off your money and put it into here. So this is a giant stage 1 in AGNC being built. This one pays an 8.5% dividend yield. 8.5. Like 9%. And it's undervalued, and it's probably going to $18. This is a no-brainer. That's buy and hold stuff, though. That right there just paid for it. Look at ET. This is one of the great MLPs, gas plays. Way undervalued, probably by 50%. But they got some headwinds. There's some issues. There's some shit in Congress. There's some problems. There's some fuckery going on with pipelines and stuff like that. So you're going to get paid to wait. And as the Biden administration, they're not very friendly to these. They prefer we all fucking freeze to death, I guess, at our houses than have pipelines. There are people who think that. Like we don't want to have pipelines. It might interfere with the eastern migration of the Lulu bird. So here we are with ET. This one pays 8-9%. I was just thinking of where to go. Got $2,500 ready to invest. Thinking where to go. Depends on what we're trying to do. If I was you, I'd put it all into Roku right now. That's what I just did. Not all in. I'm all in on a full position. One position, full position. Feeling pretty good about it too. Target's way up here. This is probably a little early. Probably tomorrow it pulls back a little bit. We just need it to hold in this box. I like it enough. I like the fundamental story enough. I don't need to wait around on stage 2. I know it's going. Like, I'm fully convinced of that. I'd be shocked if it wasn't. Now, again, I don't know. I don't know the next card, but that don't change the way I play blackjack. So if a dealer gives me an 11, I double it. I don't need to think about it. That's a winning hand. Does that mean your hand wins? No. But that if you're going to double a hand, that's the hand you win. If you're going to buy a breakout, this is the kind of breakout you buy, man. You get what I'm saying? So here's another one, Nokia. If we're watching. Look, Nokia, I'm about to pump it. I haven't yet. So I started buying. It's a penny stock. We got 3 penny stocks in play right now. Taco, Nokia, and LVO. LVO just changed its name from LVX. It was LVX, now it's LVO. Keep up, man. Nokia's in that 5G space. Been trading around this one for a lot of time. Long time now. Put money in, take money off, put money in, take money off. I'm putting money in now. Nokia. So that's a good one. NASDAQ turns positive, rally back from session lows. Look at that. Just got the text message. I put out today in my Discord group, I was adding back to TQ. It's almost like I've done this before, as if I don't watch the market every fucking day. Every day when you don't look, I look. Every day. Every day when you're like, oh, well, my girlfriend came over and I had to go do her. Yeah, well, I looked. Even when your girlfriend came over, I went and looked. Even when my kid said, hey, baby, I still looked. And when your wife said, well, I looked. And that's how you fucking start to master this stuff. The success formula is be, do, have. Be a fucking trader. It's not optional. It's not based on how much money you have. So you're like, oh, I got $2,500. Good. Go buy like 4 trades. Like you should already know. What the fuck are you watching all day? What did you watch yesterday and the day before and the day? How long is the universe going to wait on you, man? I was explaining that kid's 19. He was like, how much money should I spend on my first house? Damn, are we still waiting? Last time I came in here, you asked me the same damn question, bro. Since then, I bought a house in New Orleans. I'm looking at one in Florida. What the fuck are you waiting on? He's like, oh, bro, I'm not your parents. You're waiting on what? You have $20,000. Go buy the damn house, man. Leave the convenience store. Leave mom's house. Go into the world. Start putting in offers, man. Go get this stuff. Like Roku, we should already be on this, man. Nobody needs to tell us what's happening right now. You don't need to be told. It's happening. It's what the book is for. To self-equipped. Now you know everything you need to know. If you own my book and you're not trading right, you're just fucking choosing to do bad. Oh, I'm busy. My boyfriend said, man, ain't nobody care about your boyfriend. You need to get on these markets. Even if you're at work, you do it end of day. When you get home, you look. Like you look. You go to the bathroom every day. Look at the charts every day. So every day you're watching Bitcoin. Man, I've been begging people to buy Bitcoin. I got blocked on Instagram for calling people stupid for not buying Bitcoin. Because you're all stupid for not buying Bitcoin. That's a fucking fact. Look. So I'd like an apology, Instagram. Fucking give me an apology. I just doubled everyone's money that was listening that day. Everyone would listen. You need to buy Bitcoin. Have I not been saying this for months? So when this shit goes to $1 million, you'll be tell your grandkids, yeah, I know. Oh, your grandfather didn't know to buy Coca-Cola. It was a big secret. You get what I'm saying? My man here with the 2,500 shit, I would have told you to put it in Bitcoin, but it's too late now. It's already ripping. So now it's not a buy zone. All these people buying now are not smart people. Look, it's already extreme. That doesn't mean don't buy. I mean, I wouldn't buy. Why? I'm buying stage ones, dude. You buy highs, I'm gonna buy lows. Been buying these stage ones to sell it higher. Now, when it got below the 200, that was just a no-brainer. I mean, this one here was just stupid. That's why I was saying, like, I really wanted to stress to you. And the guy says, well, what do I do with what do I do? Buy it. Look at that breakout right there, breaking above that green line, right? And look over here, breaking above the green line. So if we go look at Roku, what's Roku doing? And here's your next excuse. It's expensive. Okay, good. Don't you want to sell $319 for $470? You don't like expensive things? I mean, dude, I'm telling you, I have these conversations with people. They would rather buy a penny stock than buy this. They would rather have 300 shares of a $1 stock than own something as fabulous as Roku. Because in their mind, cheap is better. You guys know how stupid that is, right? You don't value, a stock value isn't based on its price. This is based on scarcity. Like the reason the number is so big, there's not that many shares. There's a whole lot of Dogecoins, like 1 trillion Dogecoins. There's not 1 trillion shares of Roku. It's not that heavily traded. There's not that many. That's why it's $319. That's why Chipotle's whatever it is. That's why Amazon's what it is, and Google. Like, the reason they're so expensive is there's just not that much of them. But when you go to AT&T, there's billions and billions and billions and billions of shares. When you go to Ford, there's billions of shares. They've sold shares. They've just continuously cut off their thing. So the market cap, it's hard to move those stocks. It takes a shit ton of volume to move AT&T. Don't take that much to move Engine. So Engine was a crypto trade that I was putting out. Right? Now look at this. I want to show you something, man, before I forget. If you go to Spotify, I have a little thing called the Money Flow Trading Society. It's just me babbling about stocks. But some of these crypto trades, I'm going to profile them. So this was August 2nd. What did we talk about? Engine. So I interrupt the normal talking to talk about this trade and this coin. Right? And that was right here. What's the target? Same as it was when we were on the thing. 210, 220 range. I talk about that in the audio. It's a couple minutes. I know you're busy. Your boyfriend came over. You had to go fishing. Like all these other things. I get it. Had foosball Friday. I had to do that with my boys. But if you get on it, look, and you'll see that pattern play out, man. Look, what made it move over here? Price breaking above the green line, right? Where did it go? Previous high. Bam. And it tick, 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 take some down, then what? Take a little down on the thing. Once the stage 3 forms, what am I looking at? It's time to get it back. If we're swing trading it, then I'm going to get broke out when it drops down, right? And then what? I wait. What am I waiting for? The setup again. RSI goes extreme. Price starts to go sideways, right? I could start to nibble there, but there's my break. When it starts to run, I got to get in. Where's the target? Up here. Get it? What were the books called about the renovation that you posted on Instagram a few days ago? It's called The Renovation. I think it's called Renovation. I think that's actually the name. Go on Amazon and put that in. It's a great book, man. This is $1.68. So you could open a Coinbase account, and with like $10, they would give you like 10 coins. And then you could flip them at $1.20. Like, this is the barrier to learning to trade. Like, this is how stupid when I'm having, like, this is why I flip out as I'm talking to people, because they don't get the fractality of this. So my own cousin, I said, how come you seem smart, somewhat interested. Like, you're buying all this high-end fuckery, You're buying purses and other dumb things. Like, those aren't dumb. I'm just saying you know about these things. Why aren't you doing this game? Like, this is on your phone. And when you see that breakout, buy the breakout, man. Set your target. Put a stop down here and forget it. That's it. Walk away. 3 things. Entry, stop loss, target. That's it. Right? And what you're doing it around is this. I was like, why don't you do that? I don't know. Like, it's expensive. I'm like, no, you could literally buy $1.68. It's not expensive. That's not an excuse. You can learn. Man, a guy could get my book and put $500 in a crypto account and trade it and sit there and practice on that. And then when he's got the concept down, the entries, the exits, the targets, the portfolio management, following the wind. What's the wind here? Bitcoin? No. So this is same. Okay. So the wind is flying right now. Flying. So what would be the second level? Be Ethereum, right? ETHUSD. Right? We're in Ethereum. Look, it's going higher. So what do you think all the altcoins are probably going to do? They're going to follow. They're going to start to move. That'd be my bet. And the moment you go, yeah, but, then you're out of the money flow. There is no yeah, but. It's going up. Meaning I don't think about the other. It's going up. If you deal me an 11, I double it. It's not debated. It's not, I don't know if that's a good idea. Yes, double it. If you're at a blackjack table and they give you an 11, you double it. Every time. He said your IG is mute. All right, then. Let it be mute. Here, we'll put on some headphones. Maybe that'll help it. My man, he needs some. Hello. Is there anybody out there? Just smile if you can hear me. Just let me know. All right, so a couple stocks I'm trimming. Let's talk about the trim. EYEN. Bryce said he had to sell his left not to buy. I have headphones on BCAA. Hear you on YouTube, but not IG. All right, maybe we're back. Nobody can hear me, huh? That's what I get for turning comments off. All right. We're looking at EYEN. This is part of my penny stock portfolio. If you go look to see what penny stocks that I'm on, no sound at all, huh? Here, let's leave. All right, we gotta leave. We'll turn it back on. I went live on Twitter today. That was kind of fun. Let me make sure I got some sound. Slow down, YouTube. All right, man. I can hear the Migos in my head, so let's go back. You guys on YouTube are awesome. Yeah, if you're interested in real estate, catch those videos I'm doing. I'm going live tonight with a real estate legend. He's going to let me on his thing. I had to beg to get on there. I got to beg every time. But with Mark's got like 10 milli in real estate. He did it in like 12, 13 years. He's a bona fide baller. Definitely a guy you want to listen to when it comes to real estate, man. Hope you can hear me. What ticker? Dan, shut the... All right, I said I wouldn't do that. This is EYEN. You would not buy this. This is where you trim this. Okay? You say, why would you trim it? I'm just trimming it. I'm not getting out because it's worth a lot more money. I'm going to take some off. What am I doing? I'm taking some off. Taking some off. So no matter what the ticker is, when you see this, now crypto's a little different. We'll talk about that. You need to take some off because it's probably going to top out. Now, you could, depending on how you want to play it, wait for the box to form. Doesn't that look a lot like that? You greedy bastards. Greedy bastards. Some of you guys just watch and then you get a stock play. I had a guy the other day, gee, I made about $50,000 trading with you. And I said, really? How come you're not in my group? Oh, I don't need you. Oh, okay, you greedy bastard. So you'll be in my prayers as one of my greedy friends that needs to be less greedy. I don't know how the Lord softens that for you. It's called karma. Just keep that in mind. You got friends that sell real estate and you use a different real estate agent. What the fuck? You wouldn't be my friend anymore. That'd be it. So, you see the boxes, right? Yeah, so if you sell cars and your friend ain't even giving you a chance to get his business, drop that dude quick. He can't even hook you up, man. Who's he gonna hook up? Your friend is greedy, man. Joe said, damn. No, that's greedy, bro. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you on this. As you grow older and you got friends in their 30s and 40s, and they're not trying to help each other prosper, man, what kind of friend is that, man? I'm not saying you give people money. You let them earn it. You let them earn that shit, man. So if I got a friend that's a mortgage broker, I need a mortgage, I'm going to give him a chance to get it first. Yo, can you give me I'm not buying from you because you're my friend. I'm allowing you to get the business because you're my friend. Now, if you can't do the business, I got to go. It ain't personal. Sorry, dude. You're not up to the level that I am, I guess. I don't know what to say. That's how you handle that. I don't rent houses to friends. They say, why don't you rent houses to friends? Because I can't kick you out. If I can kick you out, we ain't friends. I don't rent houses to people I can't kick out. It means I can't rent to my mom, my cousin. I ain't renting to any family members. No friends. Nope. Because part of being a good landlord is kicking out bad tenants. You can't kick out friends, bro. I mean, what kind of friend? I mean, I'd kick your ass right out, and therefore I'm not going to rent to you. My brother-in-law tried to rent one of my houses. My wife, her brother, down and out. I got all these houses. And they were like, why don't you just put him in one of yours? Huh? Why don't you let him stay in one of your houses? I couldn't hear you. What did you say? No. And they said, why not? He could have bought him when I was buying him. He's on fucking break. He's on vacation. I'm out here killing myself buying houses and I'm just handing them over. Get the fuck out. You're out of your mind, man. Out of your damn mind. That's how you respond to that. Look at Bitcoin. It's a beautiful thing, man. You're out of their damn mind. Dude, some of you guys be bending out for family. No. You friends and family, you give them a chance to earn money. Absolutely. Go to your friends. Your friend paints cars, you should give him a chance to paint your car. But I'm not doing it just because. I'm not handing it to him because. So if my brother does that business, obviously I'm going to go to my brother first. Like, that just makes sense. But I'm not going to have him fuck it up. Right? So, man, I don't do business, That's just common sense. So when you're a pharmacist and you don't have my stuff and you're talking to me about stocks, you're greedy, bro. I know you. I already know your true intent. Let's look at realism is a bitch. Look at Delta. So Goldman Sachs came down and downgraded a lot of airlines. Look. The mortgage I got on this last house that I just bought in New Orleans, that deal was made possible because of a money flow member. Hopefully I made him a lot of money because he helped me out big time. Right. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he felt obligated to, and I appreciate it. Now I feel obligated to help him, right? So the next time he has a question or a stock or an idea, I'm going to be like, yeah, I got to help this guy. Like, he helped me. Like, that makes sense. Let's see. I got a trade. I can't share it. I promised I would wait on that. Let's shave that. What stock did he just have up there? You lazy bastards. Let's see. That's Bitcoin, dude. That ain't a stock. So Nokia is a good penny stock play. You see it, right? 564. What does Tip Ranks have it at? Nokia. It's 27%. Question. I don't have fear of the market, but all external factors indicate. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Listen to this. Bitcoin will fall lower than last time. Okay, first off, that's complete fucking nonsense. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I highly doubt you even own Bitcoin. So if we were in real life and we were at a bar, this was what I would tell you. You'd be talking to your friends and you'd be like, I think Bitcoin's going lower. And I'd say, you're a dumbass. You don't have any idea what you're talking about. I bet you don't even own a Bitcoin. I bet you don't own 10 Bitcoins. I bet you don't have $1 million in Bitcoin. So why the fuck, who cares what your opinion is? Seriously. Nobody here even cares. Why would if you wrote a book on Bitcoin, like you consider yourself a foremost expert on Bitcoin? Have you ever owned any? D, how much Bitcoin do you own? God is your witness. How much Bitcoin do you own? You got your life savings. All right, then what the fuck are you talking about? Dude, it's breaking out. Fuck, dude, it's going up. This is the money flow. I'm fixing to kick you off of here. This is what we trade, man. If it's breaking out and going up, it goes up. So all you did was just put out an argument against the money flow. So the money flow says we're in a stage 2 advance and we're going higher. And you don't even think about selling until you go into a stage 3 distribution. So you just came on and argued against the whole damn thing. So here's where the last time money flow said it was going up. Right here. And so you're the guy coming on here going, I think it might go down. No, it doubled. And so it's doing it again, man. And it'll keep doing it until it doesn't. That's when it'll go down. So let me tell you when it'll go down. It'll start to go sideways and then it'll turn. That's when it's going down. Everything else everyone else says is complete fucking nonsense. They have no idea. You don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody on YouTube knows anything. They don't know where anything is going because they don't know what the Federal Reserve is going to say tomorrow, or if fucking Rocket Boy fires off a missile, or if there's a virus. All these people that think they know where things are going are idiots. They have no idea. They haven't opened up their mind to the idea that they don't know tomorrow. No Republican, no Democrat. Everybody, Trump's going to crash them. You don't know what the hell you can't even manage a checkbook. You're going to fucking dictate where a price of commodity or a stock is going. Here's where it's going, up. It's been going up its entire existence. Maybe it drops down for a couple months. Who gives a fuck? It's gone up 1 billion%. So at what point would a fear in a drop or making any rational decision on a drop had been smart? You say, well, I could buy it lower. No, you wouldn't. You could also just, look, these are months. You could just work and buy. Oh, I'm rich. Buy. Oh, I'm rich. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. And it's not just Bitcoin. I can show you. You get Amazon packages, sir. You don't own any Amazon. Why not? Why don't you own Amazon? Let's back that up to a monthly chart. They bring your house every day. Here's a stock pick for you. Amazon. Look. All people worried about a crash. Remember when everybody said housing prices were going to crash? Remember that? During COVID, they're all going out of, and you see these idiots on YouTube and Instagram, they're like, the market's going to crash. They look stupid. It's gone up. All of them, literally every guru on YouTube, if you go look a year and a half ago, you're going to see a video about the coming crash of real estate. All of them. All of them. Go look. From Grant Cardone to the idiots at the Get Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but people forget those videos. They were all calling for a crash. Manny, all of the big real estate guys were calling for it. All of them. All of them. Now, not me. I'm on there telling you that is nonsense. They're going up. Hurricanes make real estate more valuable. They're like, what do you mean? There's less houses to live in and the same number of people live there. When a hurricane happens, you have scarcity. Houses get taken down. The apartments you can rent lower. So if your house survives a hurricane, it's worth more money. A lot of people don't know this, man. They're like, oh my God, what if it gets hit with a hurricane? Good. I got insurance or it takes out supply. Okay, hurricane it up, baby. You think all the people are moving? No, they need, when their apartment gets wiped out, they need to come rent from me. So, man, don't fear the down, bro. The down is how you get rich, man. Right now, we're talking about Roku. Man, I wish you guys, I don't know, man. I wish somebody was listening to me. Go look at Roku. We're taking the 20-day moving average right now. Yeah, Facebook is a buy, bro. Why don't you just sell all your Wish and buy Rokus? Stop bitching. Just sell all your Wish right now and go buy Roku. Now, people go, well, I can't do that. Why not? I'll take a loss. You already did. It's already down. It's already down, dude. It's down. Well, it might come up. Okay. Well, Roku's coming up as we speak. So I would sell a loser and buy a winner. You already lost the money, man. It's gone from your account. You understand that, right? When the stock goes down, it might come back. Okay. It's already gone. And this is why I say all the time, what you paid for it doesn't matter. It's every day that's already in the price. So if a guy bought up here, let me watch. If a guy bought up here, he was dumb, didn't read the book, he's new, whatever. You say, people always tell me, don't call new people dumb. Okay. He's misguided. So he bought up here. Right here, he's like, oh, Jesus. It's killing him. Not me. That's a stage 1 buy, right? Look, that's a stage 1 buy, right? That's what we're looking for. Price going sideways. So what is this? It's another breakout. There's your stage 1. And if you got the thing, when it breaks a box and comes back in a box, it's the single most bullish thing you can have. So if I've never owned Roku, is it a deal here? Yes or no? Let's say yes. They say it's worth $480. What is going on? Stop that. They say it's worth $480. My target's $460. Because you bought it here, what does it change about the trade here? Is that still a breakout? That's a breakout. My point to this is people try to negate the money flow because of where they paid for it. If you bought something in a 3 and now it's a 1, it's still a stage 1 and it's still a buy. It doesn't care where you bought it. So a lot of times, I get that too in real estate. Well, the market's high. Okay, buy it. You got to get the rent number. It's not about the price of the house. It's what can I rent it for? If the rent's supported, then that's the price of the house, man. The money game is not about what you like to pay or what you want to pay or where. It's what it is today. That's it. That's what it is today. Where's Roku probably going to slow down? Right around in here. That's your first target, right? You say, well, but I paid up here. That has nothing to do with it. This is the first level of resistance. It doesn't give a shit that you bought it up here. This is the money flow. And so it'll move through the money flow, and it might go through 10 cycles of this before it finally gets to true value up here. And so if you have trading skills, ladies and gentlemen, you can trade this, bring down your price point, and then you wait a while. Maybe you don't get back in this one until the next or third cycle, and it runs up here, and then it pulls back. And over time, you can trade your way in and out and in. So as you take off on the run up and it pulls back, right? You get what I'm saying? And you're not going to get them all right. This is why we have 10, 20, 30 of these going, because some of them we're going to get wrong. It's going to be a breakout, turn right around, boom, stop you out. And then some are going to run. They're going to run and go extremely high. And they're going to make up for all those bad ones. And then some, you just hold a core position. Like if you sell out of DraftKings, all of them, shame on you. The biggest mistake I ever made was moving all in or all out of Amazon, Netflix, Microsoft, Intel. The stupidest thing you can do is move all in and all out on a stock like that when you're an investor, a swing trader, or position trader. I'm not talking day trading. That's a different game. Okay, that's flipping houses. We're not flipping houses here. I'm not. The shorter your window, the harder this game is. The longer your window, the most certain it is. It's easy. It's easy. Bitcoin is easy. You just don't sell it. You just buy on the big stage ones. You just buy the stage ones. I'm a living fucking example of that. Started saying, hey, buy it last year. Buy it. Just buy it. That's what I kept saying. Buy stage ones. Don't listen to anyone telling you to sell it. Didn't I say that? A year ago, I said, every time there's a sell-off in Bitcoin, completely ignore everyone on YouTube. Buy stage ones. In 2 and 3, in 3-year period, you will have way more money than you started with. You will have 5 times your money. That has been the average. If you go back and look, if you hold it more than 3 years, you're like 400x, man. 400x. Now look at Amazon and see if that's not true. Go look at Microsoft and see if that's not true, right? But the more speculative the stock, or the smaller the coin, or the penny stock, or the buy, like when you get into that realm, that gets a little, the ground gets a little shakier, right? But the returns can be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times. But if you fill your portfolio with all of these 500, 600% returns, and that's all the pulls that you have in the water, that's pretty risky. So you got to make sure your mind understands that. So if your entire account is Wish, all these penny stocks, biotechs, and that's all your account is, then you have to be able to withstand huge moves down in order to get the huge moves up. It's part of the game, okay? Roku is the name of the game. Yeah, look at Visa. We were talking about this one. Man, I want to give you my trade of the quarter. It's inside of me. It's burning me, man. It's got the fundamental back up, got the chart back up. It's a stage 1. It's number 2 in its sector, and it's killing me. I got to tell someone. I told Ashton. I sent it out to all the stock influencers, so they can't take credit. I sent it out so you can't take credit. Yo, Shiba's running, huh? I wish I was in it. Nah, I'm not going to tell you. You guys are greedy, man. I'm not telling the greedy people. Let's see. You remember H&R Block? Like this one is one I'd put some options behind. I put some call options, maybe some 6-month ones. Researching it. Listening to the CEO, listening to some sound clips with him, investigating the shit he's saying to see if it's true. Best I can. I'm not an expert in that. Oh, it's going to be a good one. I can feel it. Visa looks great here, man. This is a perfect setup. I'm not in it. I'm jealous. Makes me kind of want to sell something and get in it. He said Yeti. Let's look at Yeti, man. Those things are expensive, bro. I like the chart, though. It's a little soon. If you're already in it, I get it, but it's a little soon to be adding. My man said, can we use a 4-hour chart for breakouts? Absolutely. So let's say you're stalking this. Let me give you some that I'm stalking. You could put Yeti on that list. It was Visa, but Visa is no longer a stock. That stock's just moving higher. Here's the ones I had on my list for stalking. And if I was stalking it and I wanted to be really tight on my entry, let's go to Peloton. I'm stalking Peloton. So you say why? Let's say you want to drop to a 1 hour. I'm fixing to give you one of my. This is how I used to day trade. I come over here and I come to the thing and I'm looking for the money flow to set up. Has it ever stopped here before? Yes. This is trying to catch an early breakout. Yes, it has stopped here before. Can I see the money flow pattern? Yes, we can see a big picture of the money flow pattern. Now I get it. It gets a little hanky in here, but we're looking in the past. So we're discounting that, okay? And then look, we're on the RSI. So if I'm looking at the money flow, okay, I go, okay, stage 4 into a stage 1. Where's the 5-day, 10-day, 20 RSI support resistance in MACD? Well, I'm seeing all that on here. Price stop, Has it put in a box? No, we've only got 3 days holding. So on the daily chart, this is not a box. But if you've ever remembered, I say if it stops at an exact location of where it stopped before, you can borrow like a wild card and borrow a day. So technically we got 4 on Peloton. You do the same thing on, my man just said Yeti there. You could do the same thing on DraftKings right now. DraftKings is on the list for this. You could do the same thing on Facebook. It's on the list for this. It is sold off, okay? Now, if we look, let's drop this down. Let's say we're really trying to catch Peloton. I'm going to take it down to like a 1 hour chart. Look at it on the 1 hour. You see what I see? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the break. But remember, this is fractal. It tried to do it here too, right? And then broke support. Came down. On the daily, look at this. This is back in the box, right? If it gets up in here. So I would be watching this, and what I'm looking for is $1, which is nothing out of, I might even take a shot at it now with a stop right here. And this is on a 1 hour chart. My man said 4 hour. I'm assuming you used to trade a lot of Forex. Forex uses 4 hour. That doesn't do much for me on a stock chart. I mean, that's like a day. It's like over half the day. So I don't know. It's a weird increment. I'd rather be on a 1 hour. So, and I would wait. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the breakout, man. I'm waiting for the breakout. But I want to do it on a 1 hour in the direction of the daily. I've determined the direction of the daily is going to be to the upside. So what I'm waiting for is a breakout on this. Understanding this is not the money flow. It is on the 1 hour, but we're basing this off of the money flow on the daily, meaning we're waiting for that break. We're waiting for that break up. And so that would be stalking it. And I used to do that, and I would have 6 or 7 of these that I was stalking that close. Again, your life's got to be conducive to that. So let's look at Facebook. All right. Do we have 4? No, we got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4, and we're not above the 5-day, right? So I'm analyzing the chart. We got the RSI. We don't quite have a box, but have we ever stopped here before? Oof. Depending on how loosey-goosey we want to get with this, we have. See it? So we could borrow a day. I would. What does that mean? Am I above the 5 yet? No, we're not. But it wouldn't keep me from maybe buying a share. Like waiting. What am I waiting on? I need the breakout. Look, this is still far away. And you know what? Nothing's going to happen until they come together. But if I'm trying to pinpoint the exact bottom, using the money flow, stage 4 decline. Now I'm going sideways. Listen, you greedy bastards. Listen. It's going sideways. It's putting in a box. All down moves stop like this. That doesn't mean this is the last one. Maybe it goes down one more leg. Let me show you an example of that. This is where the guy says, well, the money flow is wrong. No, it's not. The money flow is not right or wrong. It just is, bro. It's our decision with the money flow. You understand what that means? So look, he says the money flow is wrong. Man, I will slap that right at, you can't speak like that, man. He's not sold out. He doesn't understand that every move up starts right there. He doesn't understand that every move up, the 5-day, 10-day come together, they go to cross, and there's the breakout on every stock ever in America and in all of history. Every stock did that. All of them. Every crypto, every Ethereum move. And guys, does this help with options? I don't know. Does price trend change help with options? So that's the trend to the upside. That's the trend to the downside. The moving averages come together. If your brain can handle it, I got a boot camp on this. Most of you will have a mental breakdown as you go through it. Okay? It's going to require you to work, study, tell your wife, look, go watch some chick flicks. I'm doing man things now. And sit down. Now flip that if you're a girl. Tell your husband, go sit down. I'm doing lady things to make money. And make them go away from you. And you put headphones on. And you listen. And you go through all 12 of my videos. And what I'm going to show you is how you can be a nobody who's never looked at the stock market, and you will know more than all of your smart friends who have college degrees, and you will be able to position yourself to understand that they actually, once you get that nobody knows where the market's going, nobody, not anybody on YouTube, not Jim Cramer, all they can do is they can offer you experience, meaning the last time this happened, this is what happened. Okay, thanks for the history lesson. That doesn't mean it's going to happen again, right? All we know is what the chart does. And so if you look, it put in a box and then it broke it. What if it comes back up into the box? That's super bullish. And then that is the pattern. And you could have known that and not read anything to do with steel or tariffs or China. You didn't know any of that shit. You just watched the money flow. And this is why I'll say I can teach your children with crayons to trade. Print off the chart, get your crayon. All right, little Johnny, can you find me some boxes? Every box you find me, I'll give you some, right? And then what is a box? Well, the box is the first possibility that you're starting a stage. It may not be the stage. So that we saw that on X, it broke down. Okay, well, there we keep going. Notice the little line is up, down, up, down, up, down. That's how stage 4 declines go, man. If everybody knew for certain, they'd be billionaires. If anybody on YouTube knew what they were talking about when it came to stocks, they'd be billionaires. They're just guessing, just like you. And so when you know that and you say that out loud, all of a sudden you're free. I don't know. But here's what I do know. This is what stage 1 bottoms look like. So I bought every bottom in oil. I had people quit the money flow gang because I kept buying oil. They're like, well, I don't need somebody to tell me to do this. Okay, did you do it? Did you buy it? So they quit. Well, I don't need someone to tell me to buy that. Okay, did you buy it? No, they didn't. They left. And then it went from 30, every time we hit 30, we're buying it. And now it's up 100%. So what do you think is financing my buys now? Oil. Hello. This is a 1-year chart, bro. Almost 2 years. Do you see I'm playing a different game than some people? They're worried about this week, this month. I don't give a fuck about this week or this month. I'm trading for 100%. 200. Down to double, triple money. Okay, it takes a year, okay? In the meantime, I got some going up, some going down, some are going up, man. I don't need to get every one of them up all the time, man. Like you're missing the point of how you get rich. It's accumulation and building positions so that when they do rip, you can use the money flow to take off the most money. So if I'm lucky, I'll get this with Uber for 2 years and buy stage ones, 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 and then it rips and I go, oh, time to ring the register. I need a new Jeep. Thank you, Uber. That's different than last week. Oh, it's down this week. I had a guy hit me up on Instagram. He's like, I'm holding in there, G. And I'm like, how long you been in Uber? 2 weeks. All right. Do you get how stupid that sounds to me? So this is a 2-year chart of oil. And we were buying all the stage ones. Why? Because we're going to double it. It's been there before. It's done it 50 fucking times in my life. It's done it over and over and over and over and over and over as I've been an adult. It doesn't matter what any of you guys say about renewable energy and electric cars, and no matter what the fuck, California, we use oil, period. And it goes out of favor and in favor. It's a commodity. That's how it goes up and down. They don't change the price because the president wants them not to pump or to pump. It's a commodity. And eventually it's going to slow down because they're going to pump the shit out of oil because they're getting paid ridiculous sums. And then it'll start to come down again. And then the articles will get negative and oil's going and we're going to get rid of oil. And like, all right, keep thinking that. And we just move around and collect that dividend. So we collect this 8% dividend during this gigantic... Dude, I lost money flow members because of the oil trade. because I kept saying buy the stage ones. Don't listen to that bullshit. But I'm underwater 50%. Good. Buy more. I'm telling you. This is not a swing trade. This is not a day trade. This is a get rich trade. This is buy yourself a beach condo trade. This is you get to buy a new car. That's what Bitcoin was. You can buy a car. Like real things. Right? So when I'm saying buy Bitcoin at 28, that's so you can buy a house. And then take the profits from the house and buy stocks, man. Man, I wish we were playing the same game. Chris Johnson's been buying Zillow. This is going to be a big payday. I'm in Zillow too. I would be adding here. What if you bought over here and you're underwater a lot? It don't matter, man. Buy a little bit. I ain't say a lot. Your goal isn't get back to eat. Some people, like, I get people who text me. All I can feed off of is what people say to me, you know? And I get them all the time. Oh, I've been in this 4 months and I'm down. You know how stupid that sounds to me? After trading every day for 20 years, watching hot stocks and bad stocks and bonds run and REITs crash and oil run up and growth stocks crash and going through the tech crash and going through the COVID, like all these different you've been in 4 months. Oh, wow. Amazing. It don't mean anything, man. It's time in these markets so that you can utilize the skills to work it, playing chess with 20, 30 positions, taking gains, adding on, right? Beyond Meat is at 100. This thing just keeps going down, though. But has it been here before? FedEx, you're a civilian. That's not even the ticker symbol. It's FDX, man. Damn, let's see. Nobody knows what Planet 13 is. Why do you guys talk like civilians? Let's see. Riot. Riot's trying to break out. I cut Riot. It can't even rally when Bitcoin riot. Listen. Look at this. This is a waste of fucking money. This stock can't even go up when Bitcoin goes up, man. Bitcoin's going straight up and Riot can't go up. Why not buy Bitcoin? Now, maybe we play the game. Yeah, but I think it's going to catch up. Okay. Let's go with that. Let's play it. I'm just telling you why I got out of it. But let's look at the chart. I like it. The chart looks good. It's been here before 3 times. That's always a positive. Do we got a tradable top? Yeah, 37.50 cents. What do they think it's worth? I don't know that it matters, but let's look. $47. All right, that's 78%. We're trying to get 37. This is an easy swing trade, man. RIOT. There we go. But, bro, it can't even go up when Bitcoin goes up, man. A lot of these, I've been questioning, should I own crypto stocks? I mean, why buy a stock when I can just buy Ethereum? And I go back and forth on this because coin, I think, makes money. And we were talking about this in our chat room this morning. This is a stage 2 breakout in coin. This was your stage 1 ad. So again, here's Gerald's theory. I know there's people that say, but they don't like it. Stage 1 buy, stage 1 buy, stage 1 buy. And you're like, but Gerald, I've been underwater for 4 months. I know. That's called opportunity, opportunity, opportunity for 4 months. So you've had a long time to get your shit together and buy some of these shares. So when this stock goes to 330, 360, don't be crying. I mean, God gave you like 6 months to buy it cheap and you just didn't. He just been knocking on the door. Knock, 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 knock. Thanks for all the help. Man, you go buy a book or a t-shirt. That's how you could thank me. This is an easy swing trade, 280, man. GPT, same thing. It's going to be running. That's one we've been doing in the retirement account. GBTC. This is sheltered. This is tax sheltered on the real because it's inside of an SEP IRA. For me, you could do it in an IRA. You know, if you buy Bitcoin in an IRA, you never pay taxes. I don't want to say never, but you pay them down the road. So about 25% of my Bitcoin is tax sheltered inside of a SEP IRA, already ear tagged. I'll sell it when I'm 59. Maybe I won't need to sell it then either. It's been a good hedge against the stock market dropping. But you know why you don't own a bunch of Bitcoin? It's because this, if you were being completely honest with yourself, this scared you. This got scared. Opportunity cost, Gerald. Opportunity cost. Uh-huh. But now you ain't doubled. So you guys talking about opportunity cost. You didn't double, though. I did. So what was the opportunity loss? So what? 6 months, 5 months it was down? Good. It gave me a chance to buy a giant ass position to put like 80 fucking grand into Bitcoin. Now look. But opportunity loss, Gerald. I hear this in my own chat room, man. I hear this in my own trading room. But they didn't make 100 grand on Bitcoin. But they lecture me. They lecture me. The guy who's made a few $1 million at this game, they lecture me because they go read a book by some guru who don't even fucking exist, who they've never spoken to, who didn't talk to them. But they lecture me. I get lectured, man, by kids. Been in the market like 4 years. I got trades older than that, man. So let's look. That's not being arrogant. I mean, that's just like, hey, it's like a heads up, bro. You don't think I know these things? You thought you've discovered stop losses? You get what I'm saying? You think in my 20 years, I never thought about that. You get what I'm saying? Like, wisdom is like learning from other people. Yeah, sure. But maybe they know something you don't know, man. Maybe they're seeing a bigger picture than you're seeing. I don't know. Again, some of that comes down to time frame. So what are we looking at here? AMD. I like it, man. I'm in Intel. I think they got the better upside possibility because of how bad things have been. I'm in this one. It ain't going nowhere. It's kind of like dead money, right? Dead money. But it's not dead money. This is to get a chance to build money. So in June, you pick up a few shares. July, you pick up a couple shares. August, you pick up a couple shares. Like, you wasted that shit at the dinner, man. Some of you spend more than that on girls or boys or fucking makeup. Like, I'm not saying you buy a fortune. You're buying these stage ones, man. What if this shit goes on for a year and then it rips? Oh. Let's see. LMMD. But you got to have big picture vision, man. Let's see. Beyond. We already looked at Beyond Meat. Man, you kind of fucked in this one. It just keeps going down. It's at previous low. I don't know what to say. It's at support. I wouldn't buy here. No way. You got to let it set up. This is not a setup yet. This is not a stage one. I like the stock, but this is terrible. FedEx, stage one. May not be the stage one, but it's stage one. What do they think FedEx is worth? FDX. Again, understand the distinction of what I just said. So 306 on FedEx, 21 buy ratings. You're at, man, that's cheap, bro. This is part of my Christmas trade coming up that I'm going to be talking about. FedEx could play into that Christmas trade. You need to start thinking about the Christmas trade now. Who are the retailers that could stand to profit from Christmas? They've already figured they're not going to. That's what this sell-off is about. Look at Walmart. It's already getting smashed because they fully anticipate they're not going to have full supplies. They're maybe not going to sell as much, right? There's inflation. Look where it stopped. You remember I told you the money flow has memory and price goes where price was before and then price stops? Wrote that years and years ago. Look. Isn't that freaky? Huh? Look at that. Look how freaky that is. Look at this. Stage 1, stage 2, clearly a stage 3, stage 4 decline, now stage 1. This is a mic drop. Let's just soak what is the greatness of that right there. That's beautiful. Now here's what'll fuck up people. But it used to be up here. If I buy down here, I'll mess up my price average. They're more concerned with ego. They don't want to lower that when you look at it on the screen. It might lower it. This is actually how people make trading decisions, dude. But my price point was, and you're like, well, okay. The problem with that is when you do that, this is Walmart. You should know that by looking at it. Let's see. You should know that's Walmart. Straight down, stopped at 137. Oh, I thought you guys were watching charts. Let's see. Where's AT&T? Same price it always is, right? 27. Yeah. He says, Stan Weinstein's book explains stages very well. Yeah. Buy mine first. What does everyone prefer? Well, all the people that lose their money prefer day trading. And if you want to learn to trade, I would do swing trading. All of the respect due to my good friend, the day trade professor. Most people do not have what it takes to be day traders. If you do, go sit with someone like my friend, the day trade professor. He will help you. If you can't sit through his stuff, you probably should not be day trading. But if you got a little time, I'll put you onto that position trading game. You make a lot of money. Don't mess with AT&T unless you got a bunch of money, man. There's no reason to play that stuff. I'm playing it, but I got money. Now, don't this look like the money flow? God damn, Gerald. Now, I had a guy tell me, well, I know these stages I know the stages have been out for a while, but nobody was telling people to use it on the daily. Like I tell people to use it on the daily. Most people were using it on the weekly, using a 20-week moving average and all that stuff. That's not how you do it. It's fractal. That's what I discovered. That was my big epiphany, is that this pattern of price movement is fractal. And if I combine this movement of price movement with fundamentals, and I start studying things like sector rotation. So what's coming up? Christmas. What would that affect? Shipping stocks, delivery stocks, retail stocks, travel, right? Are we playing chess? So we got to start thinking it through. There's a lot of groups in the world. So if we're all on the same game, maybe we could spread it to them. After we get in, of course. I think that's illegal. I think that's illegal. There are over 50 cargo ships stuck outside. What about supplies? Michael, I bet they find a way to get them in to get that money. Labor crisis is bad. I know. That's why the stocks are cheap. Everything you're saying, everybody already knows, bro. I already know all that. That's why the stock came down. Guys, the reason stocks come down first, and then the information comes out. So when you hear news, yeah, no shit. The guys that own insider, like everybody already knows, man. They know that. That's why, look at Target. Why do you think Target sold off? Everything he just said. And everything you just said is correct, sir. So guess when the stock recovers? Before it's fixed. I just made you rich. The only way to get cheap stocks is there's problems. And the only way to beat problems is to have, problems. And so it'll all be out in the open. And then the stock will get smashed. And this is the beautiful thing of the money flow, is it'll show you. And what you get to do is now say, okay, let me guess. The guys that run the shipping went to fucking Harvard Business School, Wharton. They need to make money. They need to feed their families too, right? And so all these forces and people's aligned to fix the fuck up. And if it was at your business and we could easily go over here or do this and we can fix the problem, that's what these companies do. And so these big corporations fix their problems. So if Delta's having a problem or Walmart's having a problem, once the problem's out, the stock is already beat down and then it stops. And that's what you're waiting on, the stop. And see, I didn't even need to know the news. Price is not above this green line. That means it's in a downtrend. What am I waiting for? It to go extreme. What is extreme? This little thing up here goes below 30. I still don't even need to know the news. I don't need to know what happened at Target. So that tells me this is the best time to even start to look at it because that's fear. Fear gauge, greed gauge. When this goes green, this is all greed. Do you get out? No. You start trimming it. For what? To put it in what? Other positions that are what? Fearful. Oh, now we're playing chess, baby. Now we're playing the chess game. So what's an example of this in real time if you've traded with me? Real time. Gush. Runs up. Tags a previous high. Look. It almost looks like the money flow. Guys, does this work on options? It works on everything. Look. Down it came. That wasn't look, that stage one didn't work. It broke. All right, good. Comes down. What? What are we waiting on? Price has got to get above that red line before we even consider it. Now what? Now it's getting back in the box. Super bullish. Just like Roku. Super bullish. That a broken box. And if you don't know what that is, you'll learn if you get the book. You come up. Now you're back in the box. Where's your target? Previous high. I don't even need to know the news. Now, if I can combine this with the news and think a couple steps ahead, meaning how do you interpret the news? Meaning everything that's already out, the market's already got involved in the price. If you know it, everyone that has money already knows it. It's not like you're sitting there in your house and you have some secret economic news that other people don't know. So if you go to YouTube and it's in a video, it's already in price, man. Unless you're thinking on some shit that hasn't happened yet, that's a different conversation. So whenever you see people talking crashes and this and that, that's information that hasn't happened yet. Because if they were right, it would have already done it. I used to explain this to my friend. He goes, but I feel like the stock market's too high. And I'm like, first off, you barely own any stocks. You didn't even go to college. You don't actually understand finance. You don't own any properties. You don't run a business. How do you even make that price? How do you even determine the shit that just came out of your mouth? What is that based on? You don't have any basis to say that. You know what it's based on? YouTube videos. Shocking, man. A YouTube video. I could go on and make one right now and just scare the fuck out of everyone. I could go on and say, I just went to all cash. I sold everything but Bitcoin. And there are people who go, oh my God. That would stop them. This frees you from that. And if I ever did do that, dude, something's wrong, okay? I went crazy. It completely ignored me because I would never say that. The people that say those things are stupid people. I would never tell you that. If I really thought that, I would put a hedge on. So all these guys oh, the stock market, then short it, dude. Shut the fuck up and short it. Oh, I didn't think so. Right? I didn't think so. They don't want to do that. They'll blow out. Now when you get skills, you can hedge it. So if you're worried, so when a guy says, well, I'm kind of worried it's going to go down. I'm like, I'm worried you don't have any skills. Because if you're worried it's going down, you could buy puts. You could put 20% of your portfolio in a reverse ETF that would lock in. So you could put 20% of your account in the XSQ. And when the technology came down, it goes up. You could buy bonds. If you had actual knowledge, instead of just saying dumb shit, you could actually get to work and put it out there, man. Right? Most of your friends do not know what they're talking about. Most of these guys on Instagram and YouTube, they do not understand the stock market. They act like they do. They do not. I can tell the moment I hear that shit. The moment I hear all in, all out, like I know that I'm talking, this guy has no skills whatsoever. Doesn't actually understand the economy. He's a fearmonger. People make their living fearmongering. Peter Schiff, Stansberry Report, Seeking Alpha, all these dumbass sites people go to look for confirmation that just scare you. All bullshit. They do not know. Most of the articles on Seeking Alpha, you look at the bottom, it says, we don't have a position in this stock. Well, why the hell was I reading it? Why would you listen to someone who has no money in the game? I cannot comprehend that at all, man. What's my feelings on CBay? Are you real, bro? What do you think I think about CBay? I posted that this morning. That's a stage 2 breakout, man. That's a stage 2 breakout. How do you think I think? I'm feeling good about it. This came on fast. Now, I had already added over here, and I hadn't done anything because it hadn't broken over here, right? So I'd already got in. So I was already in a full position. So I'm not doing anything today. If you could have caught that fast enough, that was beautiful. So, yeah, man. Target 480. Modified TMF, pure swing trade versus swing trade. How do you handle earnings? How do I handle earnings? I don't handle earnings. Fuck earnings. Like, just hold it through earnings. Some you're going to get right, some you're going to get wrong. Here's what people do. We do this every earnings. Every earnings is what happens. Oh, I should have sold it before earnings. Why? It went down. Okay. Pause for effect. And you understand stock can go down on good news. And it can go up on bad news. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to earnings. So if we've got 10, 15, 20 trades going, guess what that means? You're going to get some right. You're going to get some wrong. That's how that's going to go. If you wait, I'll do that. Some are going to be right. Some are going to be wrong, man. That's how that goes. Oh, Theo says he got 154% on the Prague trade. Yeah, that one's a pretty popular trade. I think a lot of people were in that. Wealth Squad was in that. Oh, man. All right, man, I'm going to let you guys go. Can you please reiterate what you said about waiting 4 or 5 candles to confirm? Yeah. All right. And after this, you better get my book, dude. You've asked me too many simple questions. You want 4 days. 4 or 5 days. 4 days builds a box. Now, this is hindsight, but look, this is the way it works. That is a box. A box is as simple as 4 days that hold a price point that we can start to move sideways on. That's a box. I want that to go above that 5-day moving average. Now, this is not the best example because this makes me cautious because nothing can happen until all of these come together. And you see that, right? Tried it here and we tried it there. And then it ripped, okay? So for me, the earliest I could buy is right in there. And that, there you go. You buy a little, let it come up. It's bouncing around. It's all right. Don't be rushing. These moves above the 20, I would tell you, you should buy more. But remember, when you get these big down moves, this usually takes time to correct because we need to see that green line turn. So don't get aggressive buying these big drops, man. Like they're going to run on you. Even on this big run here, look, it took some time. Look at all that. You see what I'm saying? So don't like blow your wad putting all your money in trying to catch the bottom. When on these big drops, you're going to see this a lot in biotechs, the really, really high beta stocks like Beyond Meat. When you get these giant gaps, it takes time to correct that. And it usually takes a couple moves above the 20. In my boot camp, we talk about that. I fully anticipate that when price is this far back, it's going to get pulled to it usually. This makes total sense if you think about it. Dude, not everybody's trading on a daily chart. To go from here to here is a really big move. And so if you're swing trading on a 1 hour chart, guys day trading, they're going to lock in some of that. And it's going to pull back. And then us guys that are trading on a daily chart are going to see that and be like, oh, okay, shit, I got a chance to add. And then when it starts to move, we start adding, right? And then what happens? The day traders take over again. So there's nobody I know buying up in here. Like this day here, I would yell at you. What the fuck are you doing? Why? It's already extreme. You never buy a stock on an extreme. Ever. And guess what? Those stocks can keep going. Good. I'm already in. If you hold to this rule and force this rule, you will always be the guy buying on the bottoms, buying the breakouts, and collecting when the fools are out there buying, when it's in the news. Because then they're going to put it on the news. You should buy oil. Really? Because we were buying oil 100% ago when it was going out of business. Remember they were talking about like Exxon. Oh, nobody wants to own Exxon. Hell, hedge funds are selling Exxon. It's all about solar and renewal. Okay, good. Sell your Exxon to me. Like, that's so stupid. But that's the Wall Street machine, man. It's trying to confuse you guys. When Bitcoin's crashing, remember all the hacks? Oh, they're hacking it. They're using it. It was just negative article after negative article after negative article after negative. You notice that they're not doing that now. Now they're showing it on CNBC. Look at Bitcoin. Look at Bitcoin flying. Everybody's loving Bitcoin. So you're probably going to have some companies come out. That's probably what took it up, was companies. And they're going to post. And then it's going to rip. And guess what? Now it's at 70 RSI. So who's buying Bitcoin now? Dipshits. The only people buying Bitcoin here are dumbasses. There's no other. Look, it's on a 70 RSI, man. You were supposed to buy it right there. Right there. If your game is on and you're following this every day, that was your buy day, dude. Right there. Not up here. This is the half-ass. These people didn't want to put in the work. Anybody buying here is because you didn't put in the work earlier. Period. You should have been buying right here. Look, it breaks the 5. There it goes above the 20. Anybody buying up in here are just lazy. They didn't want to do the work, man. They didn't want to do the work earlier and stick with it and follow it and stay on top of it every day through this stage 4 decline. They didn't want to do the work. So all you guys out there chasing stocks is because you're lazy. You're lazy. That's why you're chasing meme stocks, because you ain't got no skills and you're lazy. Period. Lazy. That's most of your friends. Lazy. Now, I'm not saying, like, you watch them. You got to get ahead of them, though. You should be buying ahead of them, not after them. That's what this tells you. So all you got to do is test your friends. Whenever they talk to you about a stock, go look at the RSI. And if you see it above 70, you got a lazy friend. He's just reading an article, looking on Reddit, and then giving it to you. He's just, that's all he's doing. He's not playing chess. He's not looking at Walmart right now for Christmas plays or FedEx. They're not doing that. They're not thinking down the road. They're looking for fucking meme stocks, man. Meme stocks are fine, but you got to get ahead of the game. I guarantee you there were hedge funds and all kinds of shit in GameStop that were ahead of that game. Where are we at now on it? Where do we want to buy? Just look at it, man. So let's look at this. This applies to everything. That's what I'm saying. You want to buy that and don't buy this. Look, see the extreme? Never be that guy. These are lazy people right here. These are the brilliant, smart people. Buying the stage 1s, buying on the breakout, and then look, moves, boom. But look, that one didn't last long, did it? Came down. What's it doing now? It's coming right into where it was before, right? But you'll notice the money flow pattern's getting tighter and tighter. I don't like that. I don't like that. It's getting smaller and smaller. You see that? It's coiling up. You're getting this giant spring. He goes, Professor Peters. Man, I hope that helped today. Is FedEx on the move? Let's see. Yeah, bro. Look, it's above that 5. This is your bottom. Right there. 223, FedEx bottom. You play this as a bottom now. But look, there's still a space. Still space. It ain't going to run on you until these come together. It ain't going anywhere. So you probably got about a month, 2 weeks to a month to build this this position, and your target's going to be way up here, man. If you're playing this one, I'm not in FedEx. I'm working on a Christmas trade. I may not even share it. I may just keep it for myself. So many greedy people in the world. So I may just keep it for myself. Or you know what? I may just give it to people that buy the new shirt. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write it up and give it to the people that buy the new shirt. That's what I'm going to do. Let's see. I'll tell you after the fact. I did tell Ashton, though, so he can't use it. I also sent it to a couple other guys that are out there. That way they can't use it. They could, but they'll know where it came from. It's like going, yeah, it's when you got to go, you go meet with all the lawyers. That's a gangster move. Gotta buy a shirt. All right, man, that's it. I'm just messing with you. Let's check in on PLTR. I had a feeling it wasn't going to be able to hold it. I started buying a little TQ. Hopefully we're not too early. I don't think so. So don't get too aggressive here. We're back above the 5. Nice little sell-off. Got the extreme. So now in my M1 Finance account, I start adding to TQ again, man. You guys be good. God bless.